Hey man, this is my 2011 Honda Civic. Gonna try to show you everything there is about it. I guess if you have any other questions after the video, just message me. I'm actually having to use my brother's phone because the camera on my brand new phone decided to stop working. So I'm gonna have to go get him to swap it out later. But it's 2011. Has the it's just the LX, which is not the base model, but it doesn't really have the bigger motor or anything. It's got 120,000 miles on it. I'll show it to you in just a second. So yeah, don't expect it to be fast. That's one of the reasons I built it, because I knew it would never be fast. It's got the McMahon 240. At the time when I bought the alternator, that was the only thing I could get. So I spent $600 on it. I think now even Jonathan Patrick makes a 320 for it for about the same amount of money. But you know, I've had it on there for over 2 years and never had an issue with it. Got the sound drive terminals. I'm still on Team Sound Drive. I just don't run their subs anymore. But I got the terminals. Damian Schiffer, the owner, had them custom made for his car and ended up selling them to me. So I thought they were pretty nice. It's got one run of 1-aught front to back power and then one run of ground. So that covers anything that the alternator could supply. So we'll go back to the trunk and I'll show you that. I do have a little bit of, from working at the fire station, I have a little bit of my stuff back here, so you have to excuse that. But I'll scoot it to the side here. It's got a limitless 100 amp hour. I got that just a couple of months ago before I went to ISBLL finals. So I had went from only running 4,000 watts, and you know, as you can see now, I'm running 15,000. And the battery I had only had a prototype lithium before that, and it was only 40 amp hour, and it just wasn't enough for the power I was running. And it worked real good for me. Ended up winning out of ISPLL finals with a setup we threw together the night before finals. But this is at ISPLL finals, I had two SEV 4Ks at a quarter each, which did really good. But as you probably know, running quarter ohm daily is not very good on an amp. So I swapped to the base 15K, and it's a little bit more power than the two 4Ks at quarter. But with this, I can play it all day long and not worry about anything happening, and not getting hot or anything like that, like the two 4Ks did. So that's the base 15K there. On the side here, it's all Bluetooth, so it goes directly from my phone here through this little Bluetooth module, and then it goes through my processor, which sends signal to all the amps, lets me control everything, all the crossovers and everything. That's one reason the doors sound like they do, even with, you know, everybody says PRV can't really sound good, but you know, if you cross everything over right and tune it properly, they sound really great. I'll let you hear those in just a second. But so the processor goes back to the sub amp and then to the subs, and then this CT502, it does 800 watts by 2 channels at 2 ohms, which is what it's wired to. It's a lot bigger because it's a class AB amp, so they're just bigger than a class D amp. That's why it's so big. And then this small amp down here is what runs my horns, so they don't need very much power, so it does really well. So just some stickers there. The interior is pretty basic, you know, like I said, it's an LX, so cloth interior. With the radio being replaced, you know, I had, even before I had the wall, I had issues with the radio I was using, so I decided to go with the DSP and Bluetooth. I do have the SMD voltmeter. I really like it. It's very, very fast, so you know, you can see voltage drop instantly. I've always liked them. This is the wall, as you can see, you know, 4 Sundown 15s. They are the XV2 models. I don't know if you're familiar with Jacob Fuller, the owner of Sundown, but he, when he was releasing the U's, he wanted to see, you know, hey, how would U parts do on an X motor, because it's just like the U motor, but it's got one extra magnet on it. So he built these himself. I've had really good luck with them. You know, like I said, they got me my world championship, so I'm really happy with how they turned out. And the doors, as you can see, I've got 3 PRV 6 MB200s per door, and then a crescendo UN horn per door. So I think they are really loud, and I like that they keep up with the bass pretty good. So I'll stop this video, and the next one I'll do a demo for you.